Hey, hi. I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for December 31st, 2023. Yeah, last day of the year, you know? Another one gone. Made it through another. So, yeah, I haven't done these because, I've been doing some stuff, man. But, something happened today and I was tripping on it. I was like, what on earth, is going on? And so, I took the doggies for a walk today and, we spent a little extra time out there because I wanted to sit and, look at the water and enjoy the scenic because it looked really nice out there. So I did that like 3 times, in different spots and got different views, and it was nice. Anyways, I come back and I don't know, I come back and I set some things up, whatever, whatnot. And then I had to go around, and then no, I had coffee. And then I got the doggies some food. I was doing some random stuff like filling some water and filling my little, those greenies, Gosh, the light is shining like on my face right now. I have that door closed, but there's like a peephole in, so I guess you got a good view of my face. I just took a shower too, because it was, when I got back, I was real hot, and, anyways. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was putting the bed back together and putting the house in place. So, I was doing things. And then, once I had everything set up, I took a shower and this, that, and the other, and it was nice, whatever, And then, I decide, okay, I want to take the dogs for a walk, right? So I go around and I see a paper stuck to my trailer. And it was a note from this older woman that I had met like the first day I got here. Or was it the first day? I think it was. It was the day I saw my friend who came by here. Because he had told me he was coming by and I was like, oh my God, I'm right here. I think I did stay one night. So it was the second day I was here. And so, anyways, I had met this woman, right? Oh, well, what I saw in the trailer was a note. I already threw it away. I was just like, what? Because I don't want to keep any kind of negativity, because when I met her, I gave her a gift. I gave her something, something nice, something, it wasn't anything malicious or anything like that. So, because I do that, I give jewelry and hats and all these things, And so, yeah, I gave that to her just as because she was like an old lady, like she was, and when she first got here, like she came up to me and my friend, because he happened to be here, crying about, like, have you seen my cat? Like looking for her cat. And we're like, yeah, we just seen it run across there. So we went like chasing down her cat, like for her, like, cause she couldn't do it, whatever. And she's like, it keeps getting away and blah, 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 blah. And we're just like, well, got to keep an eye on it. And so, so me and my friend went back to talking and whatnot. She went on her way. And then, after that, like she kept coming and saying hello, like she'd be walking her hello. And I'm just like, hello, whatever, I'm just, And see, and also I had met a lady across the way, right? I met the lady across the way first, and she was walking her dog. I met her on the first day I was here. She was walking her dog. And, Chica was barking. And I'm like, I'm sorry, because she was, and then she kept going, like, I can't hear, so I felt like I had to go up and walk to her and tell her sorry that my dog is doing that. I rescued it. I felt like I had to tell her. So because I'm going to be here some days and Apparently she lives right there. And so I go, sorry, I rescued this dog. I'm trying to teach it not to be so, attack mode, and she's like, oh, okay. And she started chatting and we were talking. She's like, I have something for you. And I was just like, oh, and then I thought, oh, maybe it's something like how I do. When I first meet like random people, I'm like, I have something for you. So I was like, all right, let me go see. And so I go and she's like, come in. And at first I was like, ooh, because I don't really like to like do that until I actually have spoken to the person. I feel comfortable. But she made it seem like, I don't know. So I was like, I couldn't really distinguish. So I was like, all right, because she was a woman. And that doesn't always mean everything is safe, okay? Just because it's a woman, you know what I mean? You still have to watch out for vibes, right? That's vibes, you know what I mean? Are they good vibes? Are they bad vibes? Are they kind of weird, like you can't tell? If you can't tell, I don't suggest you stay near anybody that you can't tell the vibe. I suggest you, and I should have done that like right off the bat, but she's like, come on, and she gives me these doggy booties, and they look cool though. They look cool. They had hard bottoms, and and then she's trying to explain to me because I said, oh, I have some. They're not exactly like this. They're for snow. And she's like, oh, you should, cut some flip-flops and do something, put it in there, whatever. And I was just like, oh, yeah, good idea, But I mean, I really wanted to go, but she kept me in there talking. She wanted to tell me, oh, I do this. And I was just like, okay, And then so I looked at these things. I said, oh, okay. So, I said, where did you get these? She's all, well, I paid $23 for them. So you can just give me whatever. And I'm thinking, oh, all right. And so I figured it out. Like she is, I figured it out today, actually. That's why I'm doing it, one of these, because I figured out some couple things, because I was like, am I going out of my mind? But, and so, I figured it out. Like, she's like a little con artist, like try to be like cool with you. And then, cause I didn't want to buy anything from her, if I wanted to get those for my dog, I will go buy it brand new from the store. So like it's like she expected me, like she was going to give me a gift, but she wanted the money. No. So I figured that out today though. When I was talking to her in her thing though, I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? And then so I go, all right, I guess, whatever. And then we started talking about something, spirituality or whatever. And I told, oh, I think maybe the tarot. And she says she reads. And I said, oh, yeah, I do it for free for people, And because she's all, how much would you do it for me? I said, well, I would do it for free. I do it for free for people. But, like, it's if I want to. I didn't mention that, but it's like if I want to. If the vibe is off, I will not do it. I won't do it. The reading is for if I want to do it, because I don't want anybody's negative energies to interfere with, and hers did, or somebody's did. Like, let me just keep talking because I figured something else out. It's gonna sound woo, but don't trip, whatever. You believe what you want. This is my little take on it, okay? So like, yeah, like, and then, I was like, but I believe in God and this, that, and the other. Because I tell people I believe in God. I'm not trying to be out here like trying to trip people out. I'm not, And so she breaks out this big old Bible, and it's got all the little tabs on it. I guess it's one of them pagan Bibles. I don't know about those, so I don't. And I'm having a problem trying to figure out where to start with the Bible, because I feel like I've been procrastinating on opening the Bible and like putting study into it. I mean, I've opened it, but and looked some couple things here and there, but I haven't really focused on it. Like I can't get motivated because I can't figure out where is a good start, right? And so I'm just like, I saw, and she seems like she might know something because the Bible looks tore up, but who knows? I mean, who knows? You can, I don't trust everything, like I say, at face value. I need to evaluate people, you know? And so I was like, if I were to start reading the Bible, where would you suggest I start? And she's like, oh, I would start at John. And I was like, oh, all right. So that's cool. I mean, I don't know why. And then I said, yeah, and then she started saying some stuff, and I was just like, I'm having a problem, with that, blah, blah, blah. And then she started getting weird, like making me feel uncomfortable about my questions, like getting mad at me, because I'm curious, I was wondering. And she couldn't answer my questions though. I think that's why she got a little irate. And then she tried to turn it around on me, saying, well, why are you being like that with me? I said, like what? She's like, you're saying why? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just asking you normally why. I'm like, I think, you know what? I said, I think I'm going to go right now. I'm cool. I will talk to you next time. And then so I just got up and I left, right? Because she was getting weird. And then so, I had and I was going to leave the box there, the booties. I was going to leave them. And she's like, oh, don't forget your the booties. And I was just like, oh, great. So I got stuck in that, right? And so I was like, oh, yeah. So the next day came. This was before the old lady came and my friend came. And, he's friend. He's like acquaintance, not like my best friend or anything like that. Like he's somebody I met before that I feel he's a good character. He's a good person, Anyways, so in the morning I saw her out there, and like I swear to you, during the day, like after speaking with her and then over the night, I was thinking about those booties. I was like, ugh. Like I was getting a vibe off them. So the next day came and she had rolled up with some woman, like, because she doesn't have a car. Maybe she depends on other people to drive her around because she doesn't unhook. She like lives, I don't know how exactly, but anyways, I see her out there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to give these back. I don't want it. Like, I don't want these from her. Because if anything, they're nice, they're cool and everything, but I don't want them if I'll just go to the store and buy my own and find my own. I don't need somebody to force their stuff on me and be weird with me, So I was like, I took them over there. I was like, you know what? They are just not having it. I can't, so thanks for the offer, but, I'm going to pass. And then she goes, oh, I have something for you. And I was just like, oh my gosh, and I was just like, all right, So I'm following her, and then she has this paper with all this stuff written on it. And I'm all, what's this? And she's like, oh, this is all the stuff that, you should study, that you should. And then right there, like, and her pushiness towards it and her weirdness, I was like, you know what? I'm cool. I'm just going to start where you said, and I'm just going to go from there, Because to be quite honest, like after like that, I was thinking like, I don't know that I want to start there at the John or whatever. But she had like 2 pages of her. I told her, this is going to get lost in my stuff. I said, I would prefer that, to just do it the way you said. And I told her, I said, look, I think you're a fabulous woman. You're a great gal. But I don't like things forced on me. So, I appreciate your help. And, yeah, I'm good, She still forced the paper on me. And so, because she did that and I felt the negativity from her, I threw it away. Because people can attach evil energy to things. I really believe that. Now, like I didn't really believe it before, but the reason why I believe it now is because remember those people that I was at the beach and they were weird. I felt like once I left there, like I met those chicks, it was cool, but then once I got here, I started meeting people that were like needy, like weird, like I was like, what on earth is going on here? Am I attracting all these weird people? And I figured that out today because I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna leave though, but that lady, she got weird when she left this note and the gift. I gave her a gift. She left it and stuck it on my trailer. I had to like sage the trailer because she touched the trailer because I don't like yuck, I feel like her energy is really off, like the vibe. And she gave me back the gift I gave her, because between me giving her the gift and her returning it, we have had more interactions, like her coming to me and crying to me and just like, can you please, I'm, it's like I'm attracting the needies or something. Like she wants me to help her find her cat. She wants me to find out about if they're going to euthanize it. I'm like, this is your pet, I mean, I have two doggies that I have to focus on and be responsible for. Like, I told her that and she got mad that I told her that I have my own responsibilities and that she should, take care of hers, and she's like like looks very fragile. So I took extra care in being very compassionate to her, to say this because, but you know what? It's like she's an old woman, and I told her, I said, it's important that you keep an eye on your pets and be responsible for them because that's how I do it. I'm like, they are never out of my sight, or I always know where they are. I mean, they're leashed, and I'm like, maybe you should go and see if you can speak to like a cat trainer or something like that. Like, I was giving her suggestions, and she told me, on the note, like, I don't know where that note is either. I threw that away because, and the thing she gave back, because I put it was in a little silk bag, and I gave it to her. I went and I stuck it over where she was parked, and I just hung it from the wire because if she doesn't like it, someone else will find it and they will be like, oh, a gift, because that's what it was. I put love into that, so I will let that gift be loved by someone else. She doesn't have to have it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it back here anyways. But I had to come back here and sage everything. And I was thinking, like, what on earth is going on? Why am I attracting people who are just like that, like the needies? And I'm thinking, ooh, did those people from the other beach attach some kind of negative, weird vibe to me? But then when I was walking and having contemplation and thinking, right, I was one of those little golf buggies went by, and there were two people in the front, and there was a woman in the back. She had a little pooch with her. She had a bright fluorescent pink shirt on, and as they were going by, I knew they were coming, so I shortened a leash because I do that when the cars go by because I don't want the dogs to like jump out at them. And she's like, oh, hi puppies, and she's like, oh, you got a haircut, like all happy and shit. And I was like, oh, this is a person that recognizes me and the dogs. And she was happy and joyful, but she was going towards the other direction because, and so I was like, oh, cool. She recognized you, Brian, because, yeah, he did get a haircut. And then so we went walking and came on the way, and then I saw them going back the other direction, and I was like, bye, and they're all bye. Like, so I was like, no, it's, you know what it is maybe, possibly, I might have had some residue of negativity from those people, and that's why I attracted these two strange women, because then I saw my one friend who showed up, and he's like all good, like good vibes, good everything, like he's friendly and speaks to me normally. He's just a good person, and so because I asked that lady, I felt like about, a situation, like on how do I start, I was like, you know what, I'm going to ask him. because I know he knows something. And I know because he was telling me about his wife. So I'm like, I'm going to ask him. I bet you if I have a question why, he's not going to trip out like she did. And I was right. He's like, come on, let's sit down. He's all casual and everything. And he's like, do you have the book? And I was like, yeah. Like, he was so like, it was like he took all that anxiety and stress that that lady gave me. It's like he took it away. Like, I was like, you know, oh, this is getting long. Well, you know, because maybe I won't do another one for a couple days, you know, because, you know, I've been doing all right out here and just enjoying myself and realizing things. Like when I stay kind of away from doing too much or whatever, like that's when the epiphanies come in. So that's why I realized a bunch of stuff, you know, like from taking walks and being with the dogs and whatever, you know. And so, yeah, we sat down for a good amount of time. And on top of that, and like, he wasn't pushy. He wasn't being all pushy and weird with me. Like, he knows that I'm trying to figure myself out. Like, you know, and it was even cool because, like, when I first met him, like a year ago, I didn't remember him. And then I saw him this year and he's all, hey, you know, and I was like, you know, like I didn't recognize him, but he did me. And I guess he watched my channel too. And I was like, hey, and he's a really nice, normal guy. Like, I mean, for me, he's normal because he's like a positive guy. He's not tripping out on things. He's like, he's happy with his life. He's joyful. You know what I mean? And so I got to know him the last time that I was around here. And we had dinner, and even he was speaking about his wife and all this thing. And I was like, oh, this is a good guy right here. And so, and he had told me that his wife was knowledgeable about things. So I was like, oh, let me ask him. and like I said, yeah, we sat down, this, that, and the other. And I knew at that time when he told me that his wife, I knew somehow, some way I was going to meet her. And I did. Like, he called her and we did like FaceTime. I was like, oh, I knew I was going to meet her or see her one day, you know? And yeah. And we were talking. It was a good feeling. It was a good feeling, you know? So I was able to he even showed me an app, like right off the bat. He's all, there's an app. And I normally don't put apps on my phone, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to make an exception because there's structure to this app, which will assist me in figuring out some stuff, you know. And he's open-minded because he was like, you know, because there's different books, you know, and I'm just like, he's like, but keep this, you know, and you can compare. Like, he would, like, yeah, like talking to him was like cool. You know, it was a good, you know, because I mean, I've been studying some things for a really long time, and then but I've been holding this off because I just did not know exactly where to start. And so now I feel like I have a little more structure, and that's kind of what I've been doing the past couple days, besides walking the dogs, of course. And and I went and I had dinner. I got dinner from somewhere, and just different things I have been doing actually. But I've been spending most of the side time like reading and trying and comparing, you know, like figuring stuff out, writing questions down if I have questions. So it's good, you know. So yeah, no, I don't think, at first I thought, you know, am I going crazy? Is this energies following me? It may have, but like I cleansed myself, like I saged the trailer. I, you know, did what I needed to do. And I feel because I have a better understanding and a little bit more organization in my life, it cancels out the negative vibes, you know, because I feel better, you know what I'm saying? So so yeah, it was just that. So now I feel better, you know. And so, and the doggies are feeling good, and also like Chica, like she's doing like a little better with the listening, because I feel like I have to do a hiccup or a burp, or I don't know what. It feels more like a hiccup. But Chica's is acting like, or listening like, if I'm like, hey, you know, Like she's focused, like focused more. She's, I don't know how to, like, I don't know what I'm doing. All right. I have look at some of those shorts, and you know there's a guy, doggy daddy or daddy doggy, doggy, and like, you know, with those dogs that are just out of control, and he knows how to well, she's not like that, but you know, he knows how to whip them into shape quickly, like, you know. And but she's not like that. I just have to like get her attention and be like, hey, you know, and she's doing it. So because I was thinking, dang, do I have to meet up at one of his meetings somewhere, because I can't figure it out, you know. But I'm working with her. I took the thing that she used to wear on her face, I took it away. I took it off her completely. And I kind of feel like she was happy I removed it. Because after I did that, I felt like she listened more. So she, I don't know. I don't know. You know, and Brian's doing good. Brian's doing good. And yeah, so that's, you know, it has been cold. It's weird weather. It's like cold, and then I'll put the snowsuit on to walk the dogs because I'll be feeling cold, and then I'll get hot in there, and then I'll get, you know. So yeah, I took a shower anyways today, so I feel a lot better. Like clean off all that negative, because now I feel like they're not gonna bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like the lady said her little piece and was real upset about me. I'm sorry that I had to tell her that she had to be a little more responsible with her things, you know, especially with the cat. This is a life. It's supposed to be like a child, or I don't know. I don't know how that works. For me, I feel like my doggies are my children, you know, so like I need to be on top of them, you know, like all the time. I need to know what they're doing, where they're at, you know. So I don't know, but you know, I think that's all I have though. That's what's been going on, and everything's cool. I'm gonna go back to doing some little reading and looking up some things, you know, like I've been. Um, and I did make some little clip videos, not like shorts or anything, but it's because I saw like stuff that I seen out there that I looked at for a couple minutes, and I shared because I happen to have the phone with me, because I don't always have the phone with me when I go walking, and it sucks because half the time I'm like, dang, I don't have my phone, you know, or I missed something or whatever. But usually it's in here charging, that's why. So anyways, that's all I have. This is for December 31st, 2023. Yeah, the last day. And I'm Mona, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.